This is the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show, and today I'm here backstage at the Rockstar Taste of Chaos tour with Pierce the Veil.
I'm Jaime.
What's up? I'm Tony.
I'm Vic.
I'm Mike.
So you guys are very fortunate to be on the Rockstar Chaos tour. What are your expectations?
Oh, well, we expect to be very starstruck by Thursday. We just got here today. It's the first day. Just spotted the singer, Geoff, crossing the street, and I almost ran into the street and tackled him, but I felt that would be wrong.
What color is underwear, Jaime?
I haven't got that far yet.
It's definitely a trip seeing them walk around like the first day, and like just growing up listening to them and sharing the stage with them every night is pretty cool.
You guys decided to cover Beat It. I know you probably get asked this question a lot, and you guys just do an incredible job. I mean, I really feel that this shows that Pierce the Veil has the potential of crossing over onto major radio. How do you feel about that, and do you think your next album will be going more in that direction?
I never thought about that. We plan on making a new album that's going to be very enjoyable live, basically. Like, we've been touring so much, and playing those songs like Beat It, and seeing the responses that they get from people. And we're going to try and take that and make a record out of it.
You guys have a side project called Isles and Glaciers.
Yeah.
Craig Owen from Chiodos is just one of the crazy people that is in this thing. You're working with all these gifted people. How does this work out when you're working with that many people putting a musical project together?
It was actually just me and Vic, and I don't know, Johnny called us, right?
Johnny from Omarosa hit us up, wanted us to be a part of it. We'd worked with him before. We'd done some like acoustic songs with Johnny, and toured with most of the people that are in the group. And
he's got an amazing voice.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was just like a thing we kind of always wanted to do, just a random thing to keep putting out new music and showing people that we are still writing and working. And I think it's going to be cool.
What was it? What did you learn from that collaboration?
It was the first time I'd ever tried to write with a bunch of writers. Everyone, a bunch of like really talented people together in one room trying to make one thing, and that was pretty difficult. It was like we had 10 days to record an EP with songs that we hadn't even written. So. It was hard to learn how to work with everyone because everyone had their ways, and it was a long 10 days, but it came out stressful. Cool. Yeah.
What do you think the highlight of that was for you guys?
I think a highlight was when we all kind of learned to appreciate each other for how they are. I think when I learned that, for example, like Craig likes this or doesn't like that, when I go, okay, I got to respect this guy for how he is, and
Nice.
And hopefully he'll do the same. And everyone kind of started learning. At first it was just like, freaking heads butting, and it was just like, but then we all kind of learned to work with each other, and it worked out. So.
Yeah, it just kept flowing like better and better every day. Like the more like of the skeleton the song became, like we'd finish a song with drums and like some of the beats and like just like little stuff, and like just adding to that, and everyone was just like, yes, this is it. It's coming along. And like at first it didn't seem like it was gonna happen really, so and it came out cool.
Now, a flair for the dramatic. Now, what made you come up with that title for your album?
I kind of wanted a title that just captured what the sound was a little bit, and it's like kind of dramatic.
I know you guys postponed going into the studio to do your new record because you've been getting all these fantastic tour opportunities, but you must have some great songs. And can you give us insight into any of these songs that are going to be coming out on your next album?
They're going to be really energetic, upbeat, songs. It's like I said, we want songs that are going to be really fun to tour on for another like year or two, and so we plan on writing a record that's going to be fun.
Yeah, we kind of take our pride in in our live show. Like, we like to have fun, and just like rehearsing for this tour, we were just, what can we do? Like, what can we do to get the kids to leave the show and just be like, wow, that was cool. And yeah, we've been working the past month on just the set for this tour, so hopefully kids enjoy it.
How would you define a fan and a groupie? I'll start off with you.
Fan or groupie? I don't. As far as groupie, I don't really see tons of groupies. As far as like, I guess like the groupie is like a person who just thinks it's a cool thing to do. But you can really, you can easily tell who's really into the music and like what you're doing as far as like a musician, as opposed to someone who's just kind of like, hey, you're a good-looking guy in a rock band, or wherever. Which I'm not saying I'm a good-looking guy, but I've heard them say it to Vic all the time.
Lay it on thick, Jaime.
Yep. You know what? I'm better than everyone. No, but yeah. It's not like anything. I don't necessarily look down upon people who are like, hey, I only like you for this reason only, or because you have like, I don't know, cool hair, cool shoes, or I don't know how it works. But
wow, you just love yourself right now, don't you?
I think you can definitely tell when there's those girls out there that just come to the show to party, decked out.
Yeah, they have their uniforms on.
They're all toasty and just hanging out by the trailer. We like to hang out and have a good time. We're usually spending it in the venue, hanging out with our fans and our friends. So we're not like a band that just stays hidden in the bus.
Do you guys feel that there is a higher power?
I definitely do feel that there's some sort of higher, power or something like that. But I don't feel that it's to a point where we have to change our lives or try to push it onto other people. Like, I just believe that there's something greater than us, and live your life and kind of just keep that, I guess.
I have no religious belief whatsoever.
Cool. Well, your parents didn't bring you up?
No, my parents were Christian and Catholic, but I'm a firm believer in evolution.
Well, Mike and I went to Catholic school growing up, since we were little, and I don't know. I've always looked at it as I thought of the stuff that they taught us as just good guidelines to being a good person. I don't really look at it as everything has to be taken literally. I just think of it as a good way of life, and and if people can believe in treating everyone good, I think that's kind of the real message that I kind of just follow.
How has your life changed since A Flair for the Dramatic came out, and how has your view of yourself as a person changed because of that?
It's definitely been a humongous, as far as like lifestyle change, because you go from doing your everyday, going to school or having a job. Like, I used to work at Costco for like 3.5 years, and like Costco, some people make that like a career. They make good money and stuff, and all of a sudden we did this and we're like, okay, so I had to make a huge decision of, all right, I'm gonna leave this and go try this out, and it and I don't regret it at all. I think and the lifestyle is you just got to be away from your friends and family and the people you love, but it's definitely worth it.
As far as how I view myself, I'm still just the same kid that likes to play guitar, so that's never gonna change.
I think that this experience has been like really invaluable. It's like we just being able to go around the world doing this. It's taken us so many places, and like I was just thinking about the other day, like just thinking like if I was to like die tomorrow, like I felt like I've done a lot of cool stuff already.
It's just weird to think that this is our job. A lot of people think it's just fun and games, but it's a lot of work. Driving every day, through the night. You don't just show up and play. It's like there's a lot to it, so it's a lot of work, but we're blessed to do it.
What brings you guys the most peace in your life right now?
Being on stage with 3 of my my good friends every night.
So I guess probably playing music is pretty much what does it for me.
Seeing new faces and new fans coming out and singing along with us.
Just friends and family being so supportive since day one.
How would you define the word love?
Love is something, I don't think it's necessarily a word, but it's a feeling. It's just like something you know. It's not like I'm in love or you love this. It's just you just know that you're meant for that, or if you love a person or love something you do, you just you know it.
I don't even have an answer for that one.
Okay. Somebody basically takes your heart and steals it, and you can never get it back again.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I think it's
What do you think, Mike?
a very powerful thing that can, you know, either
rad.
it can tear you apart or it can be the best thing ever.
What's next for you?
Record.
Go home and write a new album. Get some new music to you people.
Blairing out with Eric Blair with Pierce the Veil.
I'm Jaime.
Tony.
I'm Vic.
And I'm Mike.
Signing off.
The Blaring Out Show.